Hello, I'm Bryan Painter, columnist of the Oklahoman, and today I'm joined by Mark Goeller, Assistant Director of Oklahoma Forestry Services, and we're going to talk about burn bans in Oklahoma. Thanks very much for coming in, Mark.
You bet.
If you would, I believe it was in 2008 that the law was changed, allowing burn bans to be called by counties in addition to those being called by the governor. From the state's perspective, how does that seem to work?
It seems to have worked out fairly well. The intent was to have a burn ban that was in place for a short period of time to allow the counties to be more reactive to quickly changing fire conditions and also quickly changing fuel conditions. And so with the governor's bans, it took us a little longer to gather all the data and to go ahead and get that put in place, and they lasted a lot longer than the county commissioner's burn ban. So all in all, we have a short-term type ban and then also a long-term.
All right.
It works out really well.
I think there may have been some modifications in 2010, is that correct?
That is correct. The only modification was that it changed from a 7-day ban to up to 30 days. And the county commissioners had the flexibility to decide what time length that would be within that 30-day window.
Okay. How much flexibility is there for a county in terms of what they can put in, and what they say, you can go ahead and do this, but you can't do this?
They actually have quite a bit of flexibility to decide what they will allow during a ban and what they won't. They can look at some of the causes as reported by the fire departments in their county. If they're having a particular problem with fires escaping from, say, charcoal grilling or from escape prescribed burns, they may decide, no, we're not going to allow anybody to do that. Or they'll add certain conditions that will help prevent those type of fires, such as having a charcoal grill over a 5x5 cleared area, with no vegetation nearby and water close. It has to be attended, those kind of things. So they have a lot of flexibility to make conditions on their bans.
We're in winter, and people say, well, winter's dry anyway a lot of times, but this winter we went into the winter already dry, and as of the other day we had like 10 burn bans. Does it surprise you at all that people are implementing the burn bans and using those, or did you kind of see that coming?
No, it really does not surprise us that we've had a number of those bans enacted this time. As you've indicated, we are very dry across the state in a lot of areas. And the fuel conditions right now during the winter months, typically any winter, all the wildland fuels are cured, they're dead, they're ripe to burn. The only thing that is the big factor, of course, is the weather. And right now, with as dry as it has been, there's a lot of fuel available to burn. We've had a number of ice storms across the state over the last few years, tornadoes, a lot of damage from that. So we have a lot of heavy fuels that are out there available to burn. They don't usually burn immediately after the event because they're still green. They have to have time to cure out. But if you think back over the past few years, how many of those type of extreme weather events we've had, we have a lot of heavy fuels in the forest that are ready to burn.
All right. Thanks very much for coming in today.
You bet.